What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Afflicted Venom, and today I want to talk about how amazing this movie was. So, about a week ago, I've seen Spider Man Brand New Day, and all I can say is that it's one of the best MCU and one of the best Spider Man movies I've seen to date. So, anyways, the movie itself picks up right where No Way Home left off, where Peter has to adjust to his life, where those in his life forgot who he is, and he pretty much has to deal with the turmoil from that. But his life as Spider-Man seems to be being very received very well. However, we're seeing him deal with on his power level, just dealing with his enhanced powers, where he's losing control of his web swinging, he's tapping more into his, I guess, primal side of being the spider in Spider-Man. So that's pretty much it for the story of the movie. I just want to talk about what has been done well in this movie. And all I can say is the cast did a great job with the acting. Tom Holland's great as Spider-Man, John Bernthal's great, Zendaya's great as MJ, Ned's great. The guy that plays as Ned did great. Mark Ruffalo did great as the Hulk. I'm so glad the Savage Hulk is back. It's been it's been a minute since we've seen Savage Hulk, and it's so great. That's one of the reasons why I've seen this movie too, is to see Savage Hulk can't come back. And the way that they did the choreography of this movie too, the web swinging and just how they move around the buildings and stuff, how they shot the scenes, to me was just fantastic. I loved everything about it. The colors were great and the action sequences. What would be an MCU movie, a superhero movie, if there's no action, right? And they did the action scenes so well. Spider Man fights like Spider Man. He's web zipping around. He's doing high kicks and using his web abilities too, which looked absolutely fantastic. Now, even though I said that the cast did a great job, I gotta acknowledge one thing, and it's the character of Jean Grey. Before I go hard on this aspect of the movie, I think Sadie Sink did a very good job playing the character. She did a great job. But to make Jean Grey the villain of this movie, it's a little bit concerning. I wish they would have went with Mr. Negative instead, because he can also possess people, and you actually see Mr. Negative just being the villain, while Jean Grey in the previous movies, in the Fox movies, for example, in the original X-Men trilogy, you see her evolve from being the hero, and then she becomes the villain in the third movie. Like, they're setting her up to be the villain of that movie. And yes, the the character, this version of the character is tragic. She's misunderstood, but to see her right away become the villain just causes an issue. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, we see a buildup of the character from the previous movies and the comics, going from a hero and into the antagonist for the X-Men, or the antagonist for Marvel itself, like for the Marvel characters itself. She's like a major threat to them. So, anyways, enough about that. I felt the movie was just fantastic in of itself. I wouldn't say that this is really a review per se. I don't think I would be the best of giving a review. I just wanted to talk about the quick goods and the bads. I'm just glazing this movie, as the kids would say it. Anyways, moving on to another aspect of this video. And I just want to talk about the message that this movie brings out, that even though you want to create those moments, even though you want to have the aspects from the good old days be brought back to the present, and you want to rekindle some relationships that kind of fell flat, that fizzled out, those things can't fully be mended, you know? And it's really heartbreaking. And I may spoil this, but when Mary Jane finds that, not Mary Jane, MJ, not Mary Jane, MJ, Zendaya's character, finds the letter that Peter was going to give her, she confronts him and he tells her the reasons why he did what he did. And she appreciates it, but she tells him that she doesn't love him. The current MJ just does not have that actual memory of loving Peter. And that's, bro, that's a dagger to the heart, man. That is such a dagger to the heart. So what can he really do? He just has to move on, and that's what we have to do. If things can't be fully mended in relationships, if things can't fully be recreated as they were in the past, you just gotta try and move on, try to make new memories, just like I talked about in my nostalgia video. So here's a question that I want to ask you guys. What would you do if you were presented a brand new day?